What's up guys, Ryan with the MXG channel here. Now you know we're mostly a motorcycle channel, but I also love bicycles. That's why I take the opportunity to show you guys any cool electric bicycle anytime I get the chance. Got another chance to today. This is the DYU A1F Folding 250 watt e-bike. I'm really excited about this thing for a couple different reasons. One, it's the most budget friendly e-bike I've showed on this channel. Two, it's the most compact. I'm going to show you in a minute how you can fold this thing up and fit it just about anywhere. And three, it's small enough that I think it will finally solve a problem I've been trying to solve for a couple years now. So stick around and I'll show you. So let's run off the stats that everybody wants to know right off the bat. This little e-bike weighs in at 46 pounds. It's got a max load capacity of 265 pounds, max speed of 15.5 miles an hour, 19 miles of range in throttle mode only, or 37 miles of range in pedal assist. Hill climbing capacity, well, DYU says that these should be able to climb hills up to 15 degrees. It's also IP54 water resistant, which means it should be fine to be splashed from any angle, but you're probably not going to want to be riding this in the rain all the time. As far as the powertrain, you're getting a lithium-ion battery. Keep in mind, it's not removable on this model. It's 7.5 amp hours. It's a 36 volt system. Charging time is going to be around 4 hours, and it's a brushless DC 250 watt motor. The A1F does come with a headlight and a tail light, although the tail light is not brake integrated. You have to just turn it on back at the tail light by itself. You also get front and rear cable actuated disc brakes, which should be more than enough to stop this little thing pretty powerfully. The versatility behind this little DYU A1F is what excites me the most. So any adult can ride this. The seat is very adjustable. The bars are very adjustable. And the coolest thing about that is I've been searching for an e-bike that my son could ride, or that I could ride and my son could ride, depending on who needed to ride it. And let me get this straight now. DYU does not market this for children at all. However, I have a large 5-year-old, almost 6, and we found that if we lower this seat pretty far down and the bars, he can actually ride this, which is great. There aren't a lot of kid e-bike options out there on the market yet, so solved another problem for me. Very simple little ride computer here. Press and hold the mode to turn it on and off. You've got your low, mid, and high pedal assists. You got your battery meter there, and then if you want to turn the headlight on, you press and hold the plus button. So here's the tail light, and it would have been really cool if this was integrated into the braking, but it still at least will light you up on the road at night and has a blinking mode as well. It also comes with this cute little carrying basket here on the front. Looks like it pretty easily comes off, Velcro, like that. So you could actually take this into the supermarket or whatever with you, and then just come back out and clip it back on. Another thing I really appreciate on these e-bikes are the long fenders with the extra mud guard on the back. These really help when the road is wet, or even when you just go through a tiny puddle or something, keeping the water off of your body. We have one of these here, and it's even more important back here on the back of the front. All right, so let's go ahead and attempt to fold this thing up. I'll take the basket off. I'll fold up my pedals. You're gonna flip up this little plastic piece that keeps it from accidentally coming unlocked. It's gonna give you access to the metal clasp and the whole bike is going to just fold. Now, a lot of foldable e-bikes I've noticed stop right here. This one doesn't. Now I'm gonna fold the bars down as well. Don't forget to put your kickstand up. And that's going to give you a pretty small footprint right there. I can also bring my seat down some if I want and make the footprint smaller. I like to kind of use the seat as a carrying handle, and I can literally carry this to my desk to the office, carry it inside of a storage locker, whatever I need to do. It's also, if you get it on flat ground, it will pretty much just sit upright right there like that when you need it to. All right, Weston's about to get off the school bus. Let's grab him and take this thing for a ride. Did you have a good day at school? Yeah. You want to do some e-bike testing for me?
Okay.
Cool?
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can get this thing set up for you.
Okay.
Okay, is that a little bit better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
All right, let's go try it out. Alright guys, you've seen Weston ride this thing, and I think it's awesome that my son can. I think it's great that this is a bike for everybody, but I don't want you guys to think this is just a kid's bike, because it's not. I am grown man, 220 pounds, well over the 150, 160-ish this bike was really designed for, but within the capacity stated on the website. So we are going to take this thing out on the paved road. I'm going to see what speed I can get it up to and how it feels to pedal. So the throttle definitely helps you get moving on this thing. One thing I always find is the gearing interesting, especially on these single speed bikes, because it's impossible for the manufacturer to get it right for everyone. Some people like to use the cadence sensors to just pedal, ghost pedal, and let the bike do all the work. Some people like to be putting a little bit of effort into the pedaling, and that's all gonna matter at what miles an hour you are traveling. So I think they did a good job with this one. I think you can cruise around 10 to 12 miles an hour and still be pedaling a little bit, still be extending that battery capacity, but you're not going to be absolutely killing yourself either. All right guys, this thing is a blast and definitely has more value and usefulness than any other e-bike I've ever reviewed, especially for the average person. So what are some of my favorite things about the DYU A1F? Well, one, I love that it's a single speed. It's just simple. You know, if you've ridden bicycles long, if you get any anxiety whatsoever about it, it's always about the shifting. It's always about the derailleur. This single speed keeps it so simple, and the throttle gives it enough to help you really get started and get going without putting a ton of pressure on it. So the single gear is all you need. Another strong point I feel like are the brakes. They are more than powerful enough for this small package. You can lock them up and stop this thing in a second if you need to. A tip for somebody looking into a bike like this: take into account the types of terrain you're going to be riding. If you're going to be on pavement, if you're going to be commuting, if you're in the city, those are all great uses for this thing. If you've got a lot of gravel, bumpy, rough road, this may not be the bike for you. You may need to look into something with full suspension, because you are going to connect with the road on this machine because it's a solid bike. I was trying to think of things I would like to improve on this DYU, and I could really only think of two. And one was the fact that the tail light is not integrated into the brakes. That would be really cool and useful for city riding and commuting. And then the other would simply be that there's no way to remove this battery. It's all part of the bike. You can't take it out to take it inside to charge it. The charging port's right here on the bottom. So you've got to have the whole bike with you to charge it. And you know, that works for some people, maybe some it doesn't. Overall, the value is pretty crazy. It's less than $500. I'll put links down below. And for that price, somebody in your family will make use of this machine. I can promise you that.